We are live. We are live. It's amazing to be back here. Today's another beautiful Wednesday, and we have another episode of live series with Tope Aghomatse. Trust me, I'm always excited to do this. And real quick, let me know if you can hear me loud and clear on YouTube. Let me know real quick. Say hi or hello in the comments. Let me know where you are watching from as well. If you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Tope Aghomatse. I am a YouTube marketing expert, and on this channel, I share tips and strategies that can help you get the most out of your YouTube channel, that can help you leverage your channel to, be like your 24/7 marketing platform for your brand or for your business. Today, we're going to be talking about one particular feedback that I tend to hear a lot from people I speak with, and that is, the fact that YouTube is complicated or YouTube is technical. Today, we want to break this concept down, or this belief. We want to break it down. We want to go into the reasons why people have this perception of the YouTube platform and what you can do about it. All right. If you're excited to be watching me, let me know where you are watching from. Let me know where you are watching from real quick. Right. I am streaming live from Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm excited to be with you guys. Okay. Super excited. Now, we want to go into the topic: is YouTube complicated? I know that there are many angles to this: the technical angle, the algorithm angle, the skills angle, and all of that. We're going to be taking those different perspectives today. And I want to let you know that you can definitely ask me questions before this live stream is over. I'm happy to take your questions in the live chat if you are joining me today. Right? Before I get into the conversation, I want to let you know that I have a masterclass coming up on the 27th of this month. That's next week, Thursday. If you are seeing me for the first time, you've not heard about my masterclass. This masterclass is specially designed for coaches, thought leaders, and basically people that are business minded. I will show you a clip real quick that can let you, get the details about the class, and then we will continue.
Do you feel invisible online? Wondering why your expertise is not attracting the global clients you deserve? Hi, my name is Tope Aghomatse. I am a YouTube marketing expert, and I help visionary experts like you, that is coaches, consultants, and creative professionals, use YouTube to reach global audiences, driving leads that grow their brands and opening doors to international success. Now, in my upcoming masterclass, I'll teach you my proven YouTube growth framework that has helped experts build YouTube channels that consistently attract high quality, ready to buy leads from all around the world. And it works. No matter the size of your YouTube channel, whether you're just starting out or already growing, this strategy will get you results. You will learn the 3 biggest mistakes to avoid on YouTube and how to start bringing in clients without the tech overwhelm and even without experience. Now, do not miss this chance to grow your brand globally. So click on the link below to reserve your seat now. I'll see you in class.
Welcome back. If you're interested in signing up, I have pinned the link to my screen. Now, let us get into the conversation for today. We want to look at all the moving parts, surrounding this belief that YouTube is a difficult platform to consider for content creation is it that people know that YouTube is a difficult platform to just add into your mix, basically. Like I said before I played that clip, by the way, if you have not yet registered, the link is on the screen. Yeah, okay, I think I said that already. Let's get into the conversation. So there are many legs to building a highly profitable global brand on YouTube. Yeah, but there are things that surround that decision, which includes the skills you might need to have. I understand that this is a barrier for a lot of people, like camera confidence, like the ability to, handle your gear, just basic handling of cameras, microphones, lights, technical skills around editing, technical skills around graphics designing, because you have to design your thumbnails. I understand that these are some sort of barrier for a lot of people, hence the reason why they think, oh, YouTube is hard. But let's look at this at a more basic level. Do you currently create content on your Instagram? Do you currently create content on your Instagram? Let me double check if people can hear me. Okay, my mic is on. Do you currently post on your Instagram? Do you post reels? Do you post tutorials? Do you post a few ads every now and then, which you did with your camera? If your answer is yes, I think you essentially have what you need, right? That's the ability to show up on camera, the ability to put yourself together, be confident, make sense, and probably basic video editing, right? So I was on the live stream of a friend last week, and she said something quite profound. She said, she and many other people believe that YouTube is only for those that have flashy content. And I heard that and I was like, ooh, okay, let's break this down. That perception is a big problem in the reason, or is a big contribution or big contributor to the reason why people are slow to get on board. Now, let's break that perception down, that YouTube is for those that have flashy content. That is, these big stage podcasts, this TV show kind of content. And while I agree that a lot of big shows are beginning to leverage the YouTube platform, I completely disagree with the thought or the belief that it is for only such people. Yes, many people are beginning to leave TV now to be on YouTube, to post on YouTube. Yeah. Shows that would normally be exclusive to like TV channels before are now being aired on both TV and YouTube simultaneously. So we are beginning to have the entrance of big production coming to YouTube. Think of the movie brands. In this used to be exclusive to Netflix. It used to be exclusive to Showmax or whatever. But what are we seeing now? We are seeing more and more movies on YouTube. So yes, I agree with the fact that big brands, big production, big productions are finding their way to YouTube. But I disagree that that is what YouTube was built for. So I was on a friend's live stream yesterday and I said something. I said, YouTube can be anything you want it to be. YouTube can literally be anything that you want it to be. It is a plain canvas. It can be for you a marketing tool. It can be for you a store, somewhere to just abandon things or save things, putting it more more productively, right? YouTube can be for you anything. YouTube can be for you an escape where now you are the consumer. YouTube can be for you a marketing resource, in the sense that if you are maybe into direct marketing, you are going into people's offices to talk about what you do and everything, and people want to learn more. You can be like, okay, let me send you the link to an explainer video, and you will send them a link from your channel. YouTube can be like, oh, a mentoring, resource for your community. So if people are, constantly asking you questions, how do I do ABC? How do I do XYZ? You can say, rather than always repeating myself and burning out, let me just send them something I have recorded on my channel before. And these videos might not even be public. YouTube can be anything. YouTube can be your stage, your real life stage. YouTube can be anything that you want it to be. It is a plain canvas. It is as plain as it gets. And I want to say, in that sense, what I can say is, how you show up on YouTube will be to understand how to tune it to get what you want. Now, like I said, for some it's a marketing platform, for some it is a storage, for some it is a cloud storage, for some it's their TV, for some it is their marketing archives, or where they have footage of the things they are selling, demo videos of what they are selling, to show clients when it is time. It can be anything, and that also would influence how you are going to use it. Now, if you're bringing your big stage, if you are bringing your big stage from TV, from the Netflix platform into YouTube, I would understand why you would do everything very massive, big scale, camera, lights, action, producers, sound engineers, directors, and everything. I would understand, because you're coming from a big stage. But how about entrepreneurs, service providers, coaches, consultants, people like me that don't have the big stage? How about us? Do we need to level up to big stage, or can we start from where we are? Let me now play this scenario back to you. Have you ever been in a situation where you needed to figure out something? You needed to solve a burning issue or a burning problem. Maybe there's something going wrong with your TV, or you suddenly realize that you can't cook jollof rice and you want to quickly check on YouTube because your guests are waiting for the food to be ready. Or, have you ever been in that situation and then you were searching on YouTube and you told yourself, if it is not a big production, if it's not a big scale production, I'm not going to watch? Have you ever been in that spot? No, because what you are looking for at that instance, or in that instance, is, can I get answers to my questions, right? So in that case, or for that reason, your singular focus is, let me get something that can give me what I need. It doesn't need to be flashy. It only needs to be real, right? It only needs to be believable. It only needs to be credible. And I'll give another instance. So if you were in a medical emergency, right? If you were in a medical emergency and you needed to real quick stop a bleeding, maybe there's a bleeding to your arm or there's a bleeding to your head, and you didn't know how to stop the bleeding, or maybe somebody is or was choking and you need to know exactly what to do to get the food particle out of the person's breathing tube or whatever. The first thing you want to do is go to YouTube and find an answer. And that does not need to be a fancy production. It only needs to make sense. Now, if you're getting value so far, let me know in the comments. Drop a heart, drop a thumbs up. Let me know that you're getting value. And please feel free. This is supposed to be a dialogue. I'm open to taking questions. I actually love questions. Let me digress for a second. Back in the days when I was in school and everything, I always looked forward to, having my interviews or my project defense be like the longest. When I go for a job interview, I like my interview session to be like the longest. I feel like the more questions you can ask me, the more value you can get out of me. So I love questions. Okay. So feel free, if I'm dropping a nugget that seems to kind of clash with your mindset or what you think is right or what you believe, this is the time to ask me and let us rub minds, right? We can do that, right? Okay. So where am I going? If you are in a position where you have a need, right? Would you, now, honestly, would you be thinking, oh, I need to watch a fancy video? I seriously doubt it, right? I seriously doubt it. In that instance, the only thing that would be on your mind is, let me get the help that can take me from point A to point B. And that is the crux of today's conversation. Now, should YouTube feel complicated to you? The answer is yes or no. It depends on what you're trying to achieve. So just before this live stream, I was on the call with a prospect who wanted to, use YouTube to cover her live event. Should YouTube look a bit complicated to her, or like, oh, it's a big deal? Moderately, yes, because she's bringing an entire live event to the platform. So there'll be multiple cameras, there'll be multiple microphones, there'll be the live feed, there'll be the mixers, there'll be there'll be that, there'll be people to moderate the live stream, there'll be people. It should feel a bit complicated to her. But what if you were just a math teacher? What if you were just a math teacher and you just wanted to show up on YouTube and teach simple formulas? Should it feel complicated to you? Should it feel like, oh, I'm doing like so many high level production? The answer would be no, because at the basic level, you can share your screen and press record, and your lesson would be over, right? So what this means is that it can be techy, but that will be based on what you want to achieve. Now, that is focusing on the technical skills that you need now. Now, let's go to techie of the algorithm. Is the algorithm difficult to crack? Is the algorithm this mystery puzzle, something just out of the blue, something that you have to like almost, meditate and pray about to figure out? I would say no. The algorithm, and I say this all the time, is just a set of rules. That's all. The algorithm is not this gigantic formula or this, very hard to decode, uh, quadratic equation or something that you have to like, oh, I need to get it. I need to understand it. No, the YouTube algorithm is just a set of rules. That's it, right? And I say this, or I ask this question every opportunity I get. Can you learn a few new rules? Can you learn some rules today? Can you learn some rules tomorrow? Can you learn, okay, I should speak faster today? Can you learn, oh, I should sleep earlier tomorrow? Can you learn, oh, I should eat vegetables? If you can learn new rules around your lifestyle, around your career, around your driving around the streets of your city or whatever, then you can absolutely master YouTube. The simplicity of the algorithm is understanding the people that use the platform. Okay, it is not some data hidden somewhere that you have to like calculate and derive some formulas out of. To understand the algorithm, your only job is to understand the people that use the platform, that consume content on the platform. And does that sound simpler? Does that sound simpler? I think it does, right? Does it sound easier? I think so. Let me know in the comments if this is sounding new and fresh to you. Let me know what has been your biggest mindset blocks, or it might not be a mindset block, it might just be a general belief of the YouTube platform and what people say it is. What would be that? If I would ask you, what is that biggest challenge you're having with YouTube? what would it be? Let me know in the comments real quick. Let me know in the comments. You're welcome back. Let me know real quick in the comments what has been the biggest challenge you faced as regards using YouTube for your brand. What has been the biggest challenge? Somebody told me yesterday her biggest problem is editing. Somebody else told me her biggest problem is she feels she needs to be like evolve into a different person. So she says she's this, very free, happy-go-lucky person on camera. And she recorded her first video and showed a friend, and the friend was like, "Why are you smiling? Why are you laughing in your video? You can't put this on YouTube. This is not good enough." And that singular feedback shut her down for years. What is your own biggest challenge when it comes to using YouTube? I would like to read from you. Let me check my Instagram live real quick. What is your biggest challenge when it comes to using YouTube? What is your biggest challenge? Let me know real quick in the comments. If you're getting value so far, hit the like button, real quick. Let me know that you are getting value, okay? What is your biggest challenge? So from research, what I've seen is that aside the need for the technical skills, oh, I need to be able to do graphics. I need to be able to edit. I need to be able to feel confident on camera. I need to be able to feel like, oh, I can handle my phone. I can handle a good camera. I can put my phone down and shoot very high quality videos. Aside from all those needs for quality, I don't see anything special about YouTube. All these technical requirements I mentioned just now, they are not for just YouTube. I believe you need graphic designing skills for Instagram. I believe you need graphic designing skills for LinkedIn. I believe you need camera confidence for your reels on IG. Same for, how to use your phone to record. So I would not say these are exclusive challenges for the YouTube platform. And if you pulled that curtain away, you would find that there's nothing much left to figure out with YouTube, right? And I wanted to just bring this perspective to the table today because a lot of people are sitting on their potential, right? And what this means for your brand is the longer you sit on the idea of starting a YouTube channel, the more of your competitors will start before you, right? The more of your competitors will go ahead and start before you, right? And again, think of it, it is a competitive space. It is the people that we see online that we attribute thought leadership to. It's the people we see online that we recognize, that we call to speak at our event. It's the people we see online that we key into their mentorship or their mentorship. It is people we see online that we remember when we are thinking of paying for support, right? It is the people that we see online. If you are in the marketing space, you would understand top of mind awareness. Yeah. The fact that when people are thinking about solving a problem in your industry, that they can think about you. Yeah. If that is what is happening for you now in your industry, you're doing it right. If it is not, you need to change your game, right? Now, what are the challenges you are facing in your own industry or on YouTube that is holding you back from getting started? Let me know in the comments. Now, how do we address this challenge, right? Now, the reason your YouTube channel feels stressful, yeah, is simple. It is because you are missing what exactly works. I've seen potential clients, colleagues invest so much in production, invest so much in, camera, light, action, if I must say. And when it comes to like putting their content on YouTube, then they are casual about it. And that's because they have misplaced their priorities in terms of what works, right? Now, YouTube is not a platform for guesswork. It is a platform where small, consistent actions make big impact. Let me expand this point. So if you compare YouTube to your regular social media platforms, you would find that on YouTube, you can get like this compounding effect, this compounding engagement on your content. The video you posted last week will still be getting views this week, next week. The video you posted last month will still be getting views this week, next week. The videos you posted last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago will still be getting views today, right? And when you picture that compounding effect, you can potentially see how much advanced or how much more rewarding it can be for you if you are leveraging the platform. Now, once you understand the basics of how YouTube works, you can start using it to your advantage. You can use it to attract leads for your business. You can use it to build global recognition. You can use it to position yourself as the go-to expert in your field. And I'm not putting this to you know make it look like these are small accomplishments. I'm talking of accomplishments that continue to gain weight with time. I recently shared an experience I had on YouTube towards the end of last year, where I was looking to solve a problem, and I searched on something. I found a YouTube video. The video was 11 years old. A YouTube video was 11 years old. And what that meant was that video has been serving the owner for 11 years. 11 years after she or he uploaded that video has continued to put in the work, has continued to serve, bring consistent visibility to the person's business. Now, I want to see if I can get questions. Hi, I have Small T on YouTube. If you have questions, please drop your questions. If you're on Instagram, you have questions around this complex idea of using YouTube to build your brand. If you have questions around, oh, this is what is holding me back, I'd like to help with my best solutions for those challenges. And I want you to leverage the opportunity that I am live right now and I can read your questions. So you want to definitely be in the comments now and be typing your question. What is holding you back from leveraging the platform, like going all in? I want to read from you. I said the masterclass I'm holding is happening next Thursday. It is strictly for coaches, consultants, creative professionals, thought leaders, and service providers that want to use YouTube to build a powerful global brand, highly profitable global brand. So if you're thinking that this affects you or this sounds like what you're looking for, you definitely want to use the link I have dropped in the live chat now to take advantage of this offer. If you are watching from Instagram, the link is youtubewebclass.com. youtubewebclass.com, or just use the link in my bio, right? Just use the link in my bio to get started. Now, what are the challenges? I talked about the perception that people need to acquire a lot of skills to get started. Funny enough, my husband has this YouTube channel that he watches, very frequently. And this channel does not edit. This YouTube channel does not do video editing. Like this, this is like beast mode, real content. And guess what? The channel is growing so fast. I think the channel has crossed 200,000 subscribers, if I'm not mistaken, if not over 300,000 subscribers as I speak. And this is a channel that is as real as it gets. And that brings the question, why do people think everybody must edit their videos? Everybody doesn't have to edit their YouTube videos. It depends on the kind of brand you're building and how flexible you can be using the platform, right? While some would need to edit, like if you're a talk show, you're a big stage, podcast, you're a big stage documentary or whatever, you would not have a choice than to edit. But think of regular thought leaders just doing like on the go content, giving on the go value. I have seen so many that don't even edit. I've seen so many successful videos on YouTube that did not have thumbnails. Like I've seen so many successful videos on YouTube that did not even do their SEO, but there's something they get right, or there are things they are getting right. And that brings us to the question of, so what exactly is the juice, right? If I want to achieve success on YouTube, what exactly should I be focusing on? Tope, you just said that somebody is successful and didn't have a thumbnail. Somebody achieved success and didn't edit. Somebody achieved success and didn't. So what are you saying? I should show up anyhow on YouTube and I'll be fine? That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that there are things that those people considered in their video that a lot of people don't. Unfortunately, when people hit, some kind of success on YouTube, they usually don't know how to replicate it. I think that's the big challenge, because it was accidental. They didn't know what they did, but the video kind of went viral. The video kind of ranked, right? And so there's this challenge of, in my next video, how can I ensure that I get a similar outcome, right? And this brings me to the question of understanding exactly what is working. I said earlier that YouTube is a very simple platform. All you need to do to get the results you desire on YouTube is honestly to just learn a few rules. I say this all the time. It is as simple as that. Learn a few rules. Understand human behavior. Understand what can tick people off. Understand what can make people draw closer to you. Understand what can make people sit down and pay attention. Understand what can make people see your video and click or skip. Understand what can make people take action after watching your video, to take action to move to the next level. Understand human behavior. If you can crack that, the algorithm will be your friend, right? Does anybody feel like my tips are quite strange today? Talk, but you're not telling me what I need to know. Is anybody feeling my nuggets today are kind of weird, right? Let me know in the comments what has worked for you on your channel. If you are achieving any form of success on your channel, what has it been? What did you think you did that worked? If you've achieved any kind of success on your channel, what did you think you put in place that worked for you? And if you are struggling, so these are the two questions. If you're struggling on your channel, what do you think is holding you back? Right? So this is a two-pronged question. If you have achieved any kind of success on YouTube, what do you think you did or put in place to make that happen? And if you're struggling on YouTube, what do you think is holding you back from achieving success? I'll be waiting for you to drop the comments real quick. If you have a question for me, this is your moment. I promise you, I will read your question and answer to the best of my ability. My answers are usually unexpected. People would think I would answer technically, and when I'm done answering, you're like, is that the answer? Yes, that's the answer. Because people think that YouTube is something that it is not, right? If you have an interesting question for me, this is the time to drop it. I'll be waiting for you to type the questions. I'll play this clip real quick and I'll be back. Okay, do we have questions? Do we have questions surrounding the complexity of the YouTube platform, how you have been struggling, what you've been doing, what you think has worked for you so far, and what you are struggling with. In the meantime, I want you to know that mastering YouTube early is key. You don't want to waste precious time on trial and error while your competitors are building momentum, winning big, and leaving you behind. So, whatever it is you want to do, the year is still young. You want to get on the move, right? And gain enough traction before your competitors will sweep you behind, right? And so it's not a platform that is necessarily waiting for you. The marketing space is a competitive space, and it is important that you have that consciousness. So if you're thinking, okay, I want to go in, you are going in early. If you're thinking, I want to go big, you are going big early, right? And so you want to take that into consideration. I want to check my comments on Instagram if I have any questions. Okay, so there are no questions yet. I'll be wrapping up in like 4 minutes, 3 minutes from now. I'll still take one or two questions if I find any. But let me put this thought together. Okay. Is YouTube difficult? Is it complicated? My answer is no. A lot of things people associate with YouTube is based on what they hear. I've seen many successful brands leverage YouTube without putting in too much perfection. As a matter of fact, I think, or I know for a fact, that our audiences on YouTube, they prefer real people. They prefer, realistic content, or at most subtle, very subtle perfection. Very subtle, nothing too obvious. When you are very rigid and you're too perfect and there's nothing to fault, you give your audience this feeling like you're in a commercial. You know how we roll our eyes when we see commercials on TV, like, of course, you're going to say your product is the best, right? Because we know it is scripted. We know there was several retakes. We know the model in the ad or in the commercial is probably not even using the product. We know that the and so many things that gives us this that makes us build walls in our minds and reduces our receptiveness to messages, from those commercials. Compare to content from maybe customers, a customer who used a product and is giving an unpaid review. That is real, that is believable, that is more credible. It's the same way when you come to YouTube thinking you have to go all fancy, you have to like game up, level up, like very far from where you're coming from on Instagram. That is the same energy you are giving out. That, oh, I need to be like super perfect. My content needs to be faultless. And I want to debunk that today. Okay, I want to debunk that today. People are not looking for perfect, they are looking for real. And for the YouTube algorithm, it is not something, far-fetched or some kind of engineered algorithm that you have to like decode, find the pin somewhere or find the password somewhere. No, the YouTube algorithm is people. Okay, if you leave with nothing from this live stream, remember this: the YouTube algorithm is people. It is not the buttons you're pressing or you're not pressing. It's not the trigger you're putting here or here. The YouTube algorithm is people. If you can get people on your side, you can succeed on YouTube. I see this happen time and time again. And that's why I said there are many videos on YouTube that are not doing many things right, but they did one thing right. They got people on their side, right? They got people on their side, and it's just so magical to see how you're thinking you're going to fail and your content is like going through the roof. That sums up my entire thought for this conversation today. If you have questions, so Holy Guy is asking, must I show my face on YouTube to make money? Of course not, right? You don't have to show your face on YouTube to make money. Uh, but if your goal is to build your personal brand, because there are many angles to what you can focus on for your channel to succeed and give you the results you need. If you are a coach, for instance, the currency in your business is trust. The currency in your business is credibility, believability, and trust. When people buy into your coaching program, it's because they are buying into you, your values, your experience, your point of view. And so when you are invisible on your channel, it will be difficult for people to cross from watching your videos to paying you money, right? If you're trying to build your brand, maybe for you, some of the goals that are important to you is that you make money from speaking gigs, or that you make money from sales of your or your coaching program or your consulting services, or if you're an artist, that you can get people to pick up your artwork for a fee, right? Then you want to look at, okay, so for instance, if you're an artist, you don't have to, your face doesn't have to show on your channel, you can showcase your work. But if, for instance, you are maybe a brand like a pastor, or you're a brand like a thought leader, or you're a brand like a coach, or you're a brand like what would it be now? An educator. I don't see how you can successfully grow your channel hiding your face. But if you are into creative work, like if you're an artisan, or you are maybe like a hairstylist, or yeah, you can definitely create tons and tons of content that do not have your face or even your voice and still deliver value. Okay, so it will be based on your goals. If you're talking about YouTube money, you can make YouTube money either way. But I like to come from a business perspective that, okay, this person is an entrepreneur that wants to drive conversions like sales and clients, right? So I like to see from that perspective that you need to put yourself out there if you need people to buy into you as a person, right? If, for instance, you're vying for the role of a governor in your state, I don't see how you can hide your face from your YouTube channel if you were running your campaign with your channel. Your face is your brand, right? When we are voting for you, we are voting for your face, your name, and what you stand for. But on the other hand, if you were like a carpenter, if you were like a luxury carpenter, maybe you do bespoke furniture for people, then we don't necessarily need to see your face, although we can see your process. We can see how you piece your furniture together. We can see how you cut this, how you polish this, or whatever. And let us understand the meticulousness that goes into your work, and it will give us that premium feel like, whoa, this was handcrafted. It must be expensive, right? We don't need your face. Although if you had your face, it will not remove from the video. It would actually add value. But your face or absence of your face is not a deal breaker, if you get what I mean. If you are using YouTube to promote your app, if you had a fintech app or something, your face would not be a deal breaker, whether it was there or not. Do you see? So it depends on the brand that you're trying to make visible, right? I hope that's answered your question. So I am rounding up now. I would like to remind you of the masterclass coming up next week, Thursday. It's happening Lagos time or Nigerian time or West African time, 7 p.m. on Thursday. It's absolutely free, but you must register to be given access to attend. I'll tell you, our January masterclass didn't have limited seats, but you see this February masterclass, for real, we have limited seats. So if you're very serious about being a part of the masterclass to understand how to build a profitable global brand from YouTube, you definitely want to use the link on the screen right now or in the live chat to register before this live stream is over. Okay. Now, what should you be expecting from the masterclass? One, I'll be sharing the 3 common mistakes that you are making that is holding you back and how to avoid, you know, continuing with those mistakes. I'll be sharing with you my 3-step framework, my proven 3-step framework that can help you build a highly profitable global brand with YouTube. I'd also share with you the fastest way and the most affordable way to drive consistent traffic to your business as an entrepreneur, as a service provider. Consistent organic traffic is everybody's dream, right? I'll show you how to drive consistent traffic to your offers, consistent, ready to buy leads, using YouTube and without running any ads. If this sounds like music to your ears, you want to grab the link now and sign up, and I will see you in class. That brings me to the end of today's live stream. It's been amazing hanging out with you guys. I'll see you in the next live stream, which should be on Friday, I guess. And so stay tuned. If you're yet to subscribe, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification, because I am going to be creating content back to back this season, right? And this is the best time to get value, right? I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.